It's my wife! Yay! Hi. What's up, Sanctum? So this week I am doing a very special video. As you see, my wife is here and I am introducing her to you guys. Today we're going to do kind of like the girlfriend tag, wife tag thing, whatever. We thought it'd be a cool video to do since Pride is this weekend. So we're sporting our Pride shirts. Free hugs! Yay! And we're going to be answering some of your questions and some of the other like girlfriend tag typical questions. So let's get started, I guess. So the first questions that we're going to answer were actually sent to us directly from one of my viewers. What's up, Alyssa? We're going to answer your questions right now. So the first question is, will you be getting married in a church and how does that work? Well, we weren't planning on getting married in a church, and that has nothing to do with, the ability of whether or not we were able to get into a church to get married. We just wanted to be married outside where it's pretty and scenic and somewhere with a nice dance floor that we can dance. So the wedding never was really envisioned to be in a church per se. We did, when we eloped on the Riverwalk, and we actually did have a reverend officiate our ceremony because we wanted to be married, with a religious person. So yeah, that's how that happened.
Yeah, plus she's the more creative one and I'm very flexible, so she had the idea and I was like, that sounds great, let's go for it. So it just worked out really well.
But if you do want to get married in a church, all you have to do is find a church that allows for homosexual weddings, LGBT weddings. Like I said before in my last video, or one of my last videos, you can try gaychurch.org and you can find a church that would be willing to host your wedding.
How was meeting each other's parents? Well, I would say I think the first time I met her parents, we weren't actually girlfriends yet. Is that correct?
I think so.
I think so. So I was just kind of introduced as more of a friend. So just being myself, and your parents seem really nice. I can be a little talkative, so I just kind of said hi, pretty much. Yeah.
It went really well, and when we did get together and stuff, my parents received her very well, and she ended up even training my mom, because she's a trainer. So
Lots of fun.
So that went really well. And as far as me meeting her parents, that went really well as well. They seemed to be well receptive of me and took me in just as one of their own family members. So I felt accepted.
Yeah, and not that it matters, but she and I have been out for a few years, so I think our parents were also receptive, and hopefully it's different for everybody, but I think our parents were also receptive because they've already known for a while we happen to like the same gender.
They knew we were going to bring home a girl eventually.
Yeah, they were very accepting.
Do you guys show public display of affection, and has there been any negative things that have happened because of it? You mean like this?
Good question, Alyssa, by the way.
We do public displays of affection. We don't hardcore make out in public, that's awkward for anybody. And yeah, I don't think anybody wants to see that. But we do hold hands in public. We do kiss every now and again, depending on where we are. But it's not really a big deal to us. We don't even think about it. We haven't really encountered anything negative because of it. So someone else asked me about our age difference, and Annette is actually about 7 years older than me. 6.5, 7, really close to 7, whatever.
But I act about the same age as her, so it works out pretty well.
Yeah, it's not really something that we think about too much because we get along very well. Every now and again there'll be something where I won't remember because I wasn't born yet or I was too little, or she won't understand some of the stuff going on now because I'm a little bit more trendy, but other than that.
True. I just joined Snapchat a few weeks ago. Kind of embarrassing, but yeah, because she introduced me to it. Where did we meet?
Well, we both used to work at Gold's Gym back home, and I worked the front desk, and she got hired on as a trainer about 1.5 years after I started working there.
Yeah. I actually came home for a little bit. We currently live in the LA area right now, but we were in Texas, and it's interesting that it wasn't love at first sight for either of us, and we always kind of laugh about that because we're pretty open about it not being like that. Not that we didn't like each other, we're discussing with each other and anything, we just, sparks didn't fly, it wasn't that kind of thing.
It's really cool though because we actually met right before the Supreme Court ruled in favor of gay marriage, so that was really awesome, even a few days or a few weeks before that happened.
Yeah, and what I really liked about Bree is we got along really well. You know, she would work at the front desk, like she mentioned, so I would go up there sometimes and help out between clients and stuff. And we got to talking, figured out that we were both gay. So
big surprise!
Yeah.
Super gay.
So we just started hanging out, you know, as friends, and it went from there. And it was really interesting because one of her friends totally thought that she and I should like be together. For the get-go, she thought, okay, oh my gosh, I see it. Like, this was her friend.
She tried to wingman me with Annette over here.
Yeah. And we both weren't even in that like mindset at that time.
Not at all. So but everything happens for a reason and everything happens the way it's supposed to. And look, we found each other. It worked out. Who said I love you first and where did it happen?
Yes. So we both pretty much knew that we wanted to tell each other. We just weren't sure how to go about doing it, just in case the other person wasn't trying to say that. We were trying to communicate it without saying it directly.
Yeah, so we both kind of had a feeling we wanted to say it, so we were just like, all right, at the count of 3, let's just say what we're going to say. And so we counted, and we both said, I love you at the same time. So it was awesome because it kind of took that awkwardness away from the situation, and one person didn't say I love you, and one person didn't say I like french fries or something. Something ridiculous along those lines. So yeah, it turned out really awesome. We're good.
Yeah.
Name 3 things that your spouse does that make you happy. I really enjoy when we're affectionate, whether it's, you know, cuddling, kissing, all the mushy-fishy stuff.
I was gonna say that.
I like that a lot. I appreciate when she does things for me before I even ask her to. Like, she'll boil water for me in the morning if I'm gonna like make tea or something. I appreciate things like that. I also appreciate just the fact that she's there for me and that she shows me that she appreciates me for who I am. She's never tried to change me, and I really appreciate that.
Aww. Isn't she so loving? How did I get so lucky? That's a great segue into one of the things I think that I really appreciate about Bree is that she's very, very loving. She, like I mentioned earlier, she may not express it a lot of times to people, but to me, she does a really good job of doing that. I enjoy that she actually likes hanging out with me. That's kind of a big thing when you're married to someone.
Yeah, we hang out all the time.
Yeah, I can be a little goofy. If you get a chance, maybe we can add y'all to our Snapchat and you can kind of see how goofy we are in our day. Like I said, like she said, I'm 7 years older, but I don't always act like it. So I appreciate that she allows me to be me with my sense of humor, even though it's kind of different than hers. And also, she is very, very like patient with me and flexible. For example, she loves watching certain TV shows, but because sometimes I'm kind of limited on time because I might be studying or maybe volunteering, when I do have that time to watch something, she will like let me watch it, even if it's a show she doesn't like. So she's just really, really great. So, I appreciate it.
Oh, really?
What does the other person do that you wish they didn't do?
So you would like for me to not close myself off as much emotionally. I tend to build walls sometimes, and I don't do it on purpose. It's just because of like past hurts and things like that. So sometimes I just shut down when I feel like the conversation isn't going where I want it to go, or we're about to get into an argument or something, and so she wishes that I would open up more instead of closing myself off.
Yeah, she's a very good listener. For me, this is embarrassing, but it's a really good point. She wishes that I didn't snore. Let me just say, I don't snore every night, but when I do, apparently, yeah, it can wake her up, and then it does wake me up. So, unfortunately, I just have large tonsils. About it, can't control it. If I'm watching TV, what am I watching?
She is probably watching some weird medical show like Boston EMS, or I don't know, something along those lines. Sometimes she watches random movies that sometimes are funny. Oh, the Chipmunks the other day, she was watching Chipmunks. She also likes that show True Grit, so she watches some random stuff.
I sure do.
On TV.
And I love Little Big Shots right now. I'm really into that.
Yeah, that's another one that she's been watching.
As you can tell, yes, I'm in grad school, but I like to watch things that maybe people my age might not necessarily watch. As far as Bree, you know, she's really big on TV and stuff like that, so she likes to watch all types of stuff, but she watches The Story of God. with Morgan Freeman, which I really enjoy watching with her. She also will watch some documentaries, which again, I may not know about, but I see her watching. I'm like, wow, what is this? So they're really interesting. But like regular shows, she likes American Horror Story when it's in season. She also likes New Girl, and you also like one with the zombies.
The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead. Sorry. I know it's a really common one, but I don't watch it. I don't like horror. So she'll watch a lot of horror movies. So thanks to her, I've like maybe started watching horror, but I tend to like take naps while she's watching.
I also like Once Upon a Time a lot, and I'll watch like the Goldbergs and Modern Family and stuff like that. Oh, and The Real Nails is kind of funny too because they've got a gay son on there, and he's kind of funny.
Yeah. What's great too is about being with someone who's maybe has some differences in you. Like there's some shows I never thought I would have watched because I never knew about them or just didn't think I'd be interested. But then Bree will watch it and I'll get in on them, you know, because she likes them and I'm like, wow, they're actually really good. So
I have good taste. I enjoy being married because I have someone that truly supports me in everything that I do, and it's really nice to know that that's not going anywhere, because in dating, you know, you tend to like break up and stuff, but marriage is more serious because you signed a legal document like binding you guys together. Like you can only get out of that through divorce and through lawyers and things like that, so it's really nice to know that this person is serious about being with me. And I had never like had that before, obviously. So it's really great to know that she's in it for the long run and that she supports me and that she truly loves me all the way for who I am, all of me, all the dirty, all the clean, everything wonderful, everything not so wonderful about me she loves, and I just love knowing that someone loves me that much. How did you know they were the one?
I would say because Bree is, I know I keep saying this, but Bree is very loving and she's the most loving person I've ever been with. I haven't been with that many people, but she's been just really, really great, and she has shown me what I should be getting through a relationship and what I deserve to be getting in a relationship without me having to say anything. She just does it very naturally, and she's especially there for me when I need it the most. For example, if I'm upset about something, I can go to her and she just knows the right things to say. I don't know how she does it. It's like, it's magic. It's a gift. I think it has to do with her personality. We just mesh really well together. We're a really great team. So I just felt like we were meant to be.
Yeah, like there were just underlying feelings that I knew I had for her. I mean, especially after we kissed and stuff like that, like something in my mind went, could she be the one? Like, what's going on here? And just, you know, everything that happened and the way our relationship progressed and everything like that, there was just something inside me that kind of knew, call it intuition, call it God, call it whatever you want. I felt like she was the one that I've been waiting for. And I had been praying for my wife for over 2.5 years. So like to just know that she was the one and that she was finally here was just like amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You got to learn a little bit more about the both of us and meet my wife over here. And we also want to tell you guys that we're selling some awesome panda shirts that say, I think I just outgave myself. Pretty awesome. I designed them and we're selling them to raise money for our wedding upcoming in January. Yes, we are already technically married, but we're having a wedding for our friends and family to be there. So, if you guys want a shirt, you want to rock it out, support us, it's going to a great cause. The link is at the bottom, and I hope you guys have a great week. Love you guys. See you later.
Love you. Bye.